Hey guys, Welsknight here, and welcome back to another episode of our Nordic Village Let's Build. And in today's episode, we are going to be working over in this area right here. Almost lost it because I already removed the wool that we had marking this out. But we're going to be working right in here, and I'm thinking we're going to make a little bit of like a blacksmith or some sort of... Yeah, I'm thinking a blacksmith. A blacksmith would be kind of a cool thing to put right there. Now, a blacksmith, we're going to construct a little bit differently than the rest of the village because we've used a lot of wood all over the place here, which is fine. That's perfectly acceptable and fitting with this style. But it doesn't really make as much sense for a blacksmith because we're going to have areas that are, open fire and all sorts of things like that. So I think it makes more sense to use some stone and stuff like that in this build, and that's what I intend to do. So the first thing we should probably do is bring out this grass a bit. Let's just go like... Oop. Come on now. There we go. Let's just go ahead and bring that out a bit. And that's a little better. I think we want to get rid of these. And then let's bring this one out too. Okay, so that should be adequate space. Now, let's start laying some things out. And I think what we'll do is we'll look at stone. And let's grab stone brick. And then maybe some sort of cobble would be good. What's fish scale cobble look like? On the sides, looks like regular cobble. That's not really what I'm looking for here. Let's do away with that. Let's see, masonry and walls, plastered stone. That might work. How's that look? That's a little bit too central or Anglo-Saxon. Let's see. What else have we got? I know there's a ton of stuff in this mod pack, in the Conquest mod for, hewn stone. That might work. Yeah, that looks good. That looks good. So we'll go hewn stone and stone brick. Those are different, right? Yes, that'll do. Okay, so let's start kind of laying that out a little bit, and let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and that should be enough space there. And then we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and on the 11th one I'll put something over here. And we may have to kind of bring this back a little bit. Might even have to kind of carve into the road a little bit over here, which is fine. We can totally do that. That should work. That should be good. Okay, so now we'll go ahead and let's just bring up a couple pillars here. Actually, let's do this. Let's go here to here, and stone brick is what, 98? Yes, so there we go, walls 98. And then I want to kind of divide this again. I'm thinking like over here, we're going to have a little area that kind of comes out a little bit at kind of a curve. Maybe even a little bit more like this. Although that's going to run straight into here. We're a little limited on space. So maybe we do this. There? How's that? That's not bad. That we can work with. And then we can go and bring this back again so that it's an even number again. So I think that'll work. Let's go ahead and take out these. Is this... Oh. Wow. Good job, self. I am Did I really do that? I did. This is not even remotely close to... There we go. What did I do? I don't even know. All right, let's do this. There we go. That's a little better. Something got derped up there. Either way, it's fine. Okay. So that gives us a little area that kind of sticks out here. And then we've got inside a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 area. So 7 by 7 square with a little thing kind of sticking out the back. And I think that will do. Now I'm going to go here to here. And we'll go... What's the... Walls... Conquest... Cobble 6, I believe it was. Yeah, there we go. So we'll do that. We'll take this part out. Actually, no. No. Here's what we're going to do instead. We'll add our depth in the walls afterwards. So let's go you... Yeah. We'll go here to here. And we'll go replace stone brick with that hewn stone. And we'll do that instead. I like it. Okay. Now, I think we are going to stack that up 3. And that's pretty good. That's nice. It's relatively short, which is what we want. And then I'm going to go ahead and start kind of getting some stone brick in here. So let's grab some stairs. And I want stone brick stairs. And we'll do something like this. And then bring that up. And then here we could maybe do the same sort of thing. And maybe we do another one of those. So we'd have something like that, kind of holding this little section of the house up, making it look like it's being supported a little bit more. And then here, same kind of a deal. Like that. And then finally, one more right there. Okay, so that looks good. Now, we probably are going to have to use some wood in this, at least a little bit. But for now, I'm just going to stick with this. This will be our entranceway. And I think we'll kind of frame out the front with stone like that. And then maybe we'll do the same on this side as well. And then that will be like our little entranceway into the place. So that should be good. Now this is where our forge is ultimately going to go. Let's go here to here. And maybe put down normal cobble? No. Set... I really need to figure out what I want to use for that. Let's look at cobble. Not so much. There's the hewn stone, which looks good. Plastered stone tiles, what does that look like? That's okay. Not really a huge fan, though. What else could we use there? I'm also slightly annoyed by the fact that this pillar and this pillar are not even. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this out right here. And we'll put one of these pillars on this edge, and that way we've got basically a flat surface here that we can do something with. I think I like that better than having it right here. So we'll go there, 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 and there. Okay. So that should be good. Now, we decided this is going to be where the little forge area goes. Let me look through some materials here, guys, and let me kind of figure out what I want. And I'll come back to you in just a moment. Alright guys, I am back, and I think I found a texture that I like for the floor. This is, I believe, reinforced? Yeah, reinforced cobblestone. It's a connected texture. And if we use this for basically the whole floor, it should look pretty good, I think. Let's see, our door's probably going to be right about there. Not a huge fan of those leaves just like coming up underneath the ground. There we go. That's a little better. So we'll do something like that. And that I think is pretty good as kind of a base for our little blacksmith here. Now we do need to get a bit of a roof on this and a chimney as well. And I'm thinking, let's take a look at hewn. So we've got hewn stone. And if we're going to use this as our chimney, we might run into some problems because there's no slab and stair variant. So that could cause some potential issues. I think what we'll maybe do instead, let's only look at stuff that has stairs. And we've got these gray stained clay. How would that look? I mean, that's really meant to be more of a shingle texture. Yeah, I'm not really feeling that. So, what about stuff that has a slab? Dark iron, there's cobblestone, small stones maybe. We grab small stone and small stone slabs. I don't think there's a small stone stair though. And that's really not, that's an outdoor texture. That's really not a, yeah. Okay. Roofing. Woods and carpentry. Geology. Now, what I really need, maybe we'll have to go stone brick. We may have to do Roman blocks. Ooh, I just got an idea for another let's build. Anyway, I guess what we'll do is go stone, and we'll do cobblestone for a chimney back here. So let's just kind of tear this out a little bit. And we'll just kind of put some of this down. Let's just make sure these match up. I think they do. Pretty close. Let's go cobblestone. Yeah, they do. Okay, good. And we'll want this one as well. So, let's get kind of a forge shape going here. Something like this. And then I think we will bring that up maybe one higher. We'll bring it up to about here, I think. And then we'll see about bringing it in a little bit. So it'll kind of come like this. And then up like that. And then we'll bring it in again until it gets up to about here. And I'll put a chimney on it, nice and tall. Something like that. Is that too high? That might be a little bit too high. Maybe we make it more of like a shorter, fat chimney. I think that does the trick. I think that'll work. Okay. And then in here, this is where our forge itself is going to go. So I'm thinking I'm going to put cobblestone slabs or cobblestone walls like that. We'll grab some lava buckets. And can I put these in where I want? There we go. All right, so that gives us our lava in there. I do have fire spread turned off. Let's just make sure I have fire spread turned off, because there's a whole lot of wood in this village, and I'd hate to lose the whole village because I forgot to turn that off properly. Okay, so that's going to go in here. This will be our actual little forge area. Let's grab some of these stairs, and I think we'll maybe do something like this and like that, right? Just to kind of add a little bit of depth to this. Maybe we can even do something like this instead. Like, that's not bad. That's all right. Okay, so we've got a little bit of a blacksmith area laid out. Now we need to see about a roof, and I think what we'll do is I think we can probably get away with a regular kind of roof on this, similar to what we've been doing throughout the rest of the village. I think that'll be fine. So if we go like this and kind of bring it out over here, we'll bring that up, and how do I want to do that right here? Maybe like that. Because this is going to be our inside roof level, so I'm not super worried about the way that that looks. So I think we'll do something like this, and then here maybe we'll turn it, just so it kind of works its way up like that. Yeah. That should be good. Okay. And right here, I'm going to put a stone and a stone. And then we'll kind of mirror that over here. This one, let's see. There's this, okay. So this went here. We had a full block, and then like this, I think. Right? Yes. And then this one kind of turned. So it went around like that, I believe. Like, oh, that's going to be... There we go. Kind of turned like that. Just to kind of stick it out over the edge a little bit. Although it didn't necessarily have to. It can probably just come in like that. I think that probably looks better now that I'm actually looking at it. And let's replace that with a full block. It's already a full block over there. Okay. So, we're good on that front. Now we basically just need to go ahead and fill in our roof. So, I think we'll go with a double layer roof. As far as 2 layers of the dark oak, like this. And up here as well. And then right here, I think we'll go like this. So it'll kind of come up to a point, but only to a certain point, and then I think it'll kind of stick out this way. So, right here, we'll take spruce. And we can just do that. And then this needs to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It looks like. So let's go to here. Let's grab that as one reference point. This as our other reference point, and go stack 8. And that should bring it out just over here. And looks like it did. So that's good. That is good. That's exactly what we wanted to happen. All right. Now here, we're going to turn this and start bringing it up, I think. There. We'll go... I'm thinking this way for these guys. I'll have to kind of suss out the details of this a little bit. We'll do that, this, there, there, there. And then we went like that and like this, I think. Does that look right? It looks right to me. And I'll just kind of bring those down. Okay, good. And then right here, I'm just going to bring a line of dark oak across. Right about here, I'm going to switch it to a full block. I'll bring it out one more like that. We'll put a stair here. Stick this out and bring it up and out again. So it'll go kind of like that. And that actually looks all right. That's not bad. Okay. Then let's make our back walls here out of the hewn stone. And back here, we'll just go ahead and put in dark oak blocks, just so that connects all the way in the way we want it to. So that's good. Down here, that's got to be cobble, so that it looks like it's going into the ground. In fact, let's actually just kind of bring that grass out a little bit more. There we go. That's a bit better. So we get something kind of like that going. And then in here, we've got some light from the chimney, which is good. But we're going to need more light than that. So let's grab ourselves a lantern and some chains. I think it's this one that hangs from the ceiling. Yes. And we'll just kind of bring that down and hang a lantern in here, I think. Let's actually bring that up one more. There we go. Maybe just kind of put that right there. This, I think I'm going to go logs, or should I say wood. There we go. And I'm just going to go ahead and bring logs across the top like this, so it looks like this is being supported in that way. There we go. I missed one right there. We'll fix that. And then finally right here as well. There we go. So we got those logs kind of being held up. In the corners here, I'll maybe bring some logs down like this. And then maybe up here, I'll bring one across like that and across like that. How's that look? That doesn't look bad. That's not too bad at all. I am going to change this a little bit, I think. We'll do that instead. And then I think there's actually like a carved... Yeah, carved runes. We can maybe put some of those up here to make it kind of look... And there's actually a connected texture version of it. Let's try that out. I think they're the same, actually. To make it kind of look... like maybe they're some sort of like magical runes or something like that. I don't know. Kind of a cool idea. I don't know if it's going to work or not, but still kind of nifty. Anyway, now we need to get some blacksmith stuff in here. So I think we need an anvil. And we'll plop one of those down like right about here, I think. We need a barrel of water, or I guess a cauldron that we'll fill with water. I don't know if this one can be filled with water, but we'll find out. Can it? Oh yeah, it totally can. That's beautiful. So let's put some water right here next to this thing. The idea being that you take it out of here, you put it in here, and then you douse it and all that good stuff. Then we're going to need some more lighting. So I think these lanterns don't actually stick to the wall at all. So let's just grab a couple torches. Put one here and one here. Like that. Then, let's see, iron. What have we got for different iron stuff? We got maybe some iron things here. We're just going to grab a few different iron blocks and random things. Maybe we get that kind of coming across here like it's a tool rack of some sort. Iron grills. Maybe, that I don't really like as much. I think maybe we'll do... Oh, come on now. I think we'll find a use for these, but it's not going to be that. Let's maybe grab iron block. We'll just kind of work a few of these in various ways if we can. Are there like iron trapdoors? Dark iron slab. That'll totally work. That'll allow us to kind of get a few different things in here. We'll just do some of that. Then we need, let's see, black cushion. Why am I looking up black for blacksmith? I'm losing my mind. Armor stands. We'll grab that, and we'll grab some iron stuff. And I'll put a full set of iron armor right there. Then weapons racks. We'll grab not lingering potions, daggers, hammers, weapon rack. Melee weapons? What are melee weapons? Oh, they just like lie on the... Oh, that's really cool. I totally didn't know that was a thing. That's fantastic. Oh, I love it. Okay, sorry, I got distracted. So we'll put some halberds here, maybe some regular swords over here, maybe a couple hammers there and some more halberds over here. Or maybe... Yeah, we'll do that. Then this can be hammers. And maybe we'll put some more daggers, like right here. That seems good. What else would go in here that would be sensible? Do we have cages of any kind? Cage bars. Iron bars like this? Ooh. We could maybe do like some sort of iron cage or something. Kind of over here. Man, there's all sorts of stuff. Barrels of iron ore. I think that would totally make sense. Iron ingots. I don't think that can be placed. No, didn't think so. I figured that was just the regular one. Iron cauldron with a grill. You can maybe put that down. The goal is to just get a whole bunch of different iron materials kind of in here. Maybe we get some iron blocks. Some of these rusty ones. Put a couple... Oh, put a couple more of these around. And then in the center, we'll maybe put down a little bearskin rug like that. And then this is our blacksmith, which I think looks pretty fantastic. Do I want another chain up here? I'm strongly considering it, but I think it looks a little out of place. I think the lighting in here is pretty good, honestly, and it's a little moody. I actually think that should be a little farther away from the forge area. Maybe he's also got like a backup anvil or two back over here. Or maybe, where would he put that? Maybe like here, he's got kind of a backup anvil, stacked up there, just in case his first one breaks. Let's see, do we have any hanging stuff that we could hang up that would make sense? Hanging sardines, swordfish, sausages, flour. Looks like it's pretty much all hanging bags, maybe? Hanging body? No, I don't think that would really fit in the blacksmith. I mean, then again, you never know. But maybe we've got some hanging bags of stuff, kind of up here, just maybe this is like goods, items that are used for blacksmithing that he doesn't really have. And maybe we've got coal. I need charcoal, block of coal. Ooh, hot coals. Excuse me. That's cool. That's very cool. Not really gonna use it here at the moment, but very cool. Maybe we'll put like a barrel of coal over there. And there we go. I think that is our blacksmith. I do need a door. Probably kind of important. So let's just go with a regular old spruce door like that. The outside is not a whole lot to look at, so let's maybe just kind of spruce that up a little bit with some fences here, if we can. Maybe something like that. And then maybe we grab some of that carved spruce wood, and we just kind of put a couple of those along here as well. And maybe we do... How's that look? That's not too bad. That's not too bad. Now, this is very boring. This is very dull. So let's maybe do something like that along here. And then on this side as well, just to kind of try and make this look a little bit better. That doesn't look so good, but this should work. I think this is probably okay. Yeah, that's not bad. And then the final thing, since we have it, we're gonna go smoke. And we'll put some smoke coming out of the chimney over here. And we'll say the wind is blowing that way. Yeah, that's nice. And I think it needs to kind of spread out a little bit more. So it'll kind of do that. And then we'll break some of the interior ones a little bit. Let's break that one too. That'll do. That'll do quite nicely. All right, well, anyway, guys, that is the blacksmith all completed. So, unfortunately, I am out of time for this episode. Guys, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave me a comment. I do appreciate it, and it really helps out my channel. You can also find me on Facebook, Twitter, and Twitch. There are links in the video description below, so check that out as well. Otherwise, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll definitely see you next time.